Oh, welcome back. As we build up to the local government elections on the 1st of November, still very worrying regarding political killings. Now, the motive for the murder of EFF councillor candidate Thulani Shangase at this stage still not known. To remind you, he was gunned down in Pietermaritzburg on Sunday as he was returning from a campaign meeting. On Friday, ANC candidate councillor Siyabonga Mkhize was gunned down in Cato Crest. So let's take you to our interview in just a moment with ANC spokesperson Nhlakanipho Ntombela. Mr. Ntombela, good morning to you. I'm sure you and everyone else around the country, and especially in KZN, worried about these political killings. We'll get into the details of how you think we can try and stop the scourge of violence. First of all, what do you think is leading all of these killings in the province, and how concerned are you?
Thank you for the opportunity, Gareth. You see, one of the challenges in KZN that you got a large quantity of illegal firearms, and even the Minister of Police do acknowledge that. But secondly, one of the challenges in KZN is that in some of the cases, police take time in solving those cases. I'll make an example for you. The 3 people who were killed in Ward 54 in Inanda, till today, no one has been arrested. So it allows impunity for criminals to continue with their criminality. There is a key challenge we are facing. If the police can act swiftly and act precisely on these criminals, surely we can see a difference on these killings taking place in the province.
And I don't think anybody would disagree with you, Mr. Ntombela. I suppose one could argue, though, that the police shouldn't have to act on these cases of political killings, but they shouldn't be happening in the first place. I'm sure you agree with that. How do we stop that? How do we stop it from happening in the first place?
There is a second problem of us defining the killings as political killings. I'll make for you an example. The killing of an EFF candidate. The background to the story should have told you that the EFF candidate was part of Siyabonga private security, which is a security for the taxi industry. Before he was killed at 3 o'clock, one of his colleagues in that same Siyabonga security was killed at 2 o'clock. On the same day, another 2 of his colleagues in that Siyabonga were shot at in the evening around about 7. One was killed, one was injured. So it is presumptuous to automatically assume that because he was an EFF candidate, that is a political killing. It might be related to the taxi interest and the related matters.
I like the way you've raised it actually as a point as well. I think because it is election time, everything is associated with the elections, but there is more at play. Obviously, we'll follow that up as well now that you've given us that information, Mr. Ntombela. Tell me, political parties, obviously you're all competing for votes, but do the political parties in KZN set aside their differences? Do you guys get around a table and try and find ways to stop the violence together, or do you all just talk separately about the issue?
There is peace in the province in KwaZulu-Natal. There is political tolerance. We all understand and accept one another as contesting parties. There is no issue about that because we are clear on our mission as different organizations. This is a message we are communicating to all of our structures that we can't be seen to be blocking or intimidating other organizations. In fact, for some of the killings, for example, in Ward 54, it might have been a matter internal within the ANC. It will not be another political party killing adversaries from another political party. So hence I'm saying that there are no issues which can warrant different political parties engaging in assassination for them to try to manage or to win elections in the province. We have gone beyond that stage in the province.
Well, I'm sure many people are glad to hear that. What do you think this is going to do for the voters? Are you getting a sense this is going to scare voters away for coming out and voting in KZN? Are you worried?
Yes, in some areas people are worried, people are uncertain. We've got a responsibility as the leaders to engage with our community members to assure them of their safety. But more than that, police visibility and police promptness in acting on these issues will help us in alleviating some of those fears, because we can assure them that we are working with the police to ensure that nothing happens. But if nothing happens in apprehending those individuals, the fears will still remain, because they will still not know what exactly happened. But as different political parties, we are engaging with our members and supporters and assuring them that we are doing our most to ensure that nothing can recur on such incident all over the province again.
I can't help but wonder, before I let you go, Mr. Ntombela, the IEC, how should they be getting involved in trying to send a message of non-violence in KZN? Do you think that's their place? And do you think they're doing a good job of it, if you think it is what they should be doing?
IEC has done their part. They've signed the pledge of all political parties. They've communicated that message in their training with different political parties. The responsibility now is on us as different political parties in encouraging and persuading our members and educating our members to understand that there will be no need for you to contest the space with another political party through violence. Hence, even in what happened in Maritzburg, we're forthright in condemning our members that they should not have blocked the EFF, because there was nothing warranting that to happen. That is our what we've been winning consistently. So they were making a statement, the EFF, by coming there. So why worry about something that's not going to make any impact on your voter turnout? So those are the issues as organizations. We need to teach our members to understand and accept that I can come to your house as an EFF and persuade you to vote for me, and there'll be no harm on that.
Well, I appreciate your time, Mr. Nhlakanipho Ntombela, ANC KZN, joining us on the violence in KZN as we build up to the local government elections. We're back